Right, so I have type 3 osteogenesis imperfecta. I strive for a healthy lifestyle because I want to promote longevity and well-being and to have strong and durable bones and muscles and overall my whole body, right? So with that being said, I believe I know what it takes in order to become stronger and better and healthier. And let's dive into the topic of what foods to consume for healthy and strong bones and of course muscles and for your well-being and for your overall body and physique, right? So number one is, well, before I get into that, let's talk about what your body needs. You need calcium and vitamin D, okay? You people are supplementing calcium and vitamin D, right? Probably. If not, then for you OI people, I highly recommend probably supplementing if your doctor tells you to, right? If you haven't spoke to your doctor regarding that thing or about this supplement, then I would highly talk to him about it, because my doctor prescribed me to take vitamin D supplements along with calcium supplements. I take vitamin D3 and calcium, so that is that, and it is to help the bones to remain strong. And especially if your diet is poor and if you're not getting any calcium or vitamin D, you're in some serious issues. Okay, you're going to run into some serious issues. You're going to have weak bones, which makes you vulnerable to fractures, and we want to avoid fractures at all costs. Okay, so of this list, these foods are going to help you promote and create a durable body for yourself, right? If that makes any sense. So number one is dairy products. Dairy products contain calcium and other minerals and vitamins, of course, very helpful for the bones and for the body. Don't overdo, on dairy. You just don't want to be drinking a gallon of milk every day. You can have milk, cheese, yogurt, stuff like that. Yogurt is very good. It's beneficial in many ways. Yogurt contains calcium. It helps with bones. Also is helpful with your gut because it contains probiotics and so forth. So you cannot go wrong with dairy products. However, if you're lactose intolerant, I wouldn't recommend drinking milk or anything to that nature. So just be very cautious about that. But dairy products should be used in moderation. I wouldn't be, forcing it down for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just use it sparingly. Number two is leafy green vegetables, or just vegetables in general. Vegetables in general are powerhouses of nutrients that contain a variety of helpful and vital minerals, vitamins, and so on and so forth. It helps detoxes the body. It promotes, well-being. It promotes a healthier body. It creates a stronger body. So therefore, you are strong when you consume vegetables, right? Vegetables such as spinach, kale, and collard greens are high in calcium, as well as other nutrients such as vitamin K. Okay, so all of these nutrients tie in together essentially at the end of the day, right, to work together to create a strong and healthy body. When you avoid or neglect, your vegetables, your fruits, your healthy sources of foods, when you neglect those or avoid them, right, neglecting, you are vulnerable because you're not retrieving those essential vital nutrients that help create a strong and durable body. You know what I mean? So if you're always constantly just eating junk food, chips, snacking all the time on junk foods, drinking sodas and things of that nature, which I'll be explaining later, then you are promoting a negative outcome rather than a positive outcome, right? So if you're always experiencing fractures or injuries, perhaps you need to examine your diet and go from there, because that's what I've done, or that's what I needed to do in the beginning, right? Number three is fish. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, mackerels are high in vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, which are both important for bone health and muscle function, which is very crucial. You can supplement your omega-3, you can supplement your vitamin D if you don't want to eat fish, but fish itself is very, very nutritious for the human body. But I wouldn't recommend eating it for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, depending on what type of fish you go for, purchase, and cook. But just be careful on that. Nuts and seeds, powerhouses of nutrients as well, contains lots of fiber, good sources of calcium, magnesium, and other minerals that are helpful and vital for the bone health. Okay, so nuts and seeds, can't go wrong with them, such as almonds, chia seeds, sesame seeds, stuff like that. Very beneficial, not junky at all. You could probably spice it up a little bit with some spices, some herbs, add into a dish or whatnot. You can't go wrong with that. It's a good snack alternative. It's very helpful for those who are trying to, become strong, stay strong, to get muscles, stuff like that. I eat nuts and seeds pretty much on the daily if I have them, and it helps with curbing that appetite for like a sweet or dessert type. Okay, number 5 is lean protein. Protein is very vital for the human body. It's vital for your muscle, vital for everything. If you're not consuming enough protein, perhaps that's your issue. You want to consume lean protein sources such as chicken, turkey, and or tofu, right? It's important for muscle growth, muscle repair, and things of that nature. So if you're lacking protein, then you are vulnerable to a lot of things. Okay, protein is very vital. So number 6 is whole grains, the last one, such as brown rice, whole wheat, quinoa, good sources of magnesium and other minerals that are important for bone health and muscle function. All the vital nutrients, vitamins, minerals, things of that nature, like I said, tie in together at the end of the day, and they help promote some type of thing, which is overall creating a durable, strong body. So you can also get your vitamin D from the sun, get it from supplements, get it from certain cereals, fortified cereals, milk, so on and so forth, right? And let me talk about what affects your bones, okay, people? So I kind of mentioned this in the mix of the list of what I was discussing prior, to this right now, but let's talk about it. Number 1 is alcohol consumption. If you're excessively consuming alcohol, it will lead to a lot of mineral loss, therefore making you vulnerable to health and bone issues, right? So you want to avoid that at all costs. Number 2 is sugary drinks, such as sodas, sugary teas, juices that are not organic, can lead to a decrease in bone density. Okay, so just take that into account, along with excessive caffeine intake. Caffeine itself is a diuretic, so it will deplete your vitamins and minerals from within, therefore making you vulnerable to fractures and whatnot. And we need vitamins and minerals, as I mentioned before. So let's just say if your diet is just poor in the first place, and along with that you're drinking a crap ton of coffee, you are really harming your body at the end of the day. Okay, you are shortening your perhaps your lifespan, but you're shortening the risk, like you're increasing the risk rather of fractures, right? So limit your caffeine intake, be in moderation, never overconsume on coffee. Maybe 2 cups of coffee is good. Anything above that is probably excessive in my opinion. Number 4 is high sodium intake. If you're consuming high sodium, it can lead to an increased calcium excretion, which is getting rid of calcium. So you are getting rid of, okay, which can contribute to bone loss over time, which is another factor that you people have to take into account, because that's why people, we want to find every weak link and try to improve upon that. Okay, so if you're constantly removing or excreting vitamins and minerals from within, then you cannot get better. You're not promoting anything that is positive. So as a consequence, as a result, you are actually degrading your body and harming yourself and making yourself vulnerable to health issues. It is always important to strive for healthy, nutritious foods on a daily basis throughout the day. It's important to exercise on the daily if you can. Do not overwork out. Of course, you need some recovery days, rest days. You want to make sure that your body is fully recovered, feeling no aches and or pains. You want to make sure that you're feeling good and rejuvenated, right? You people want to make sure that your mental state is strong as well. Your mental state can affect your well-being and your strength and your durability and so forth. And overall, you just want to listen to your signs, the body signs, if your body is presenting any, right? You want to address them accordingly and directly. And you don't want to be using any drugs such as alcohol or anything of that nature to help numb pain or to numb whatever the case might be, because you are contributing to degrade, degrade of your body, a degrade of your health overall, and which will, like I said, which will increase the risk of fractures and stuff like that. So that's about it, people. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding nutrition, workouts, exercise, or anything to that nature of osteogenesis imperfecta, remember I have type 3, but I'm a little bit more advanced than the normal, I could say, but there's much more advanced people out there than me. I'm not saying, anyways, I worked very hard to get where I'm at. I still encounter injuries because I'm hard-headed and whatnot, but at the end of the day, I know what it takes in order to become strong, healthy, and durable. Like I said, thanks for watching. Comment down below and subscribe.